Woo! That's my opening statement. What's up?
It's gotta feel good.
It is. You know, it's a lot of people deserve this. The fans deserved it because, again, they've been terrific. The staff deserves this. The staff is unbelievable. And, you know, they deserve this about as much as anybody. Those players definitely deserved it. And it feels good to get in the locker room with everybody smiling and having an overall good game.
Kind of across the board, you got a lot of people in tonight. A lot of people like it. Emily Stark had a great game. What's it feel like getting everybody in?
And that's just the thing is you get everybody in probably because of the score, but you want them to do well or you want them to make sure they execute. And, you know, it doesn't get to be sloppy. And I thought they did a terrific job of that. We just kept running a 4-out offense. We screened away. Emily did a nice job in finishing. Ashley Rhodes went in there, Maddie Murata. I mean, everybody that we put in there did a nice job. It's good to see that because you don't want to sub in, you know, just to get people playing time and it gets sloppy. And they were very disciplined. They were on task. They were on game plan still. They did a nice job on the defensive end. I mean, I had kids playing the 2 and 3 position that's never played that. And they did a nice job with it. So I'm happy about that.
It's gotta be nice to get off to a fast start like you did.
It did, you know, and I called that timeout early in the second half because they got 2 quick fast break points, and it was one of those where, hey, we're not doing this again. So we got our composure back, we got back on the defensive end, and then stuck with a game plan as well.
Coach, was this Jamie's best game of the season?
You know, I'm trying to think back. I mean, I know she's had some pretty good games, but for a while, it's definitely her best game. And not just because she scored. She handled the ball well. She took shots in the offense when she needed to. She made plays when the shot clock was running down when she needed to. She was very engaged. She was very composed. And that was a great thing to see in Jamie.
Coach, in the post-game after TCU, you talked about maybe changing some things up at the beginning of the half, especially with the defense. You guys did that. How do you feel that worked out?
You know what, I thought it worked out well, and I thought starting in our 32 press worked out well because then you're up, you're kind of moving around, you're not just going back and waiting for your player. You get moving around a little bit more, and I think that helped us just to get back to not having a slow start in the second half. And again, you know, we gave up 2 fast break points, so I called a quick timeout because I didn't want to see that our lead dwindle. But you know, some of those changes we might be making, maybe just a full court man. You know, we don't have to get steals, but we just have to get up and make sure just we're moving around.
Did Ashley just get the wind knocked out today?
Yeah, she got an elbow to the stomach, so she got it pretty good.
But she's fine.
I think so. I think so. You know, she was in the training room, and I'll go check on her after this, but all indications she got a pretty good shot.
Coach, you bench outscored, their bench 20-2. Just talk about Emily had a great night with this season, her career high for sports wise. But overall, just talk about the bench play.
Well, you know, Lauren comes off the bench, and Lauren could easily start for us, and she really could. But Lauren comes off the bench because she gives a spark, and she scores. I mean, Lauren has a knack for scoring. I know she probably didn't shoot as well as she'd like today, but, you know, she went in there and hit some free throws. But, you know, and even with Lauren not hitting a field goal, then Ashley comes in and goes 2 for 2, and Emily comes in and goes 3 for 6, and we get to the free throw line. So Lauren's usually our spark off the bench. Now when we get other bench points, that's what you really want.
Coach, you said coming in that this wasn't, you emphasized it wasn't a must-win, and you didn't want to put that pressure on the girls. But now that it's behind you, how nice is it to get this one?
It is. You know, you don't want to be 0-7 going into the Boise State game on Saturday. It was a game that we felt, you know, if we executed, we could have got the win and got on top. But, you know, we've been so close that, again, it was like the beginning of the season. You want to actually get over the hump and win those games. And, you know, that's where we're at now. I think we have the 4 out of 6 of the rest of our league games at home. And, you know, with Jordan back and, you know, us doing some different things, you know, we want to have a good second half of the league and get into the conference tournament.
Do you see the girls doing the little things, you know, rebounding, boxing out, cutting out the mistakes?
You know, they are because Air Force a week ago was #1 in the conference in rebounding. They dropped down to 4th after last week, but they still were very good, and they were above us in some of those categories. We gave them 8 offensive rebounds. We had 42 to their 36. And, you know, we had 17 offensive rebounds. So those little things, we had 7 turnovers. which was, all the little things that we have, our goals, our team goals, we accomplished today, except for taking a charge. And I thought Chins might have been close, but, they'll get over that. It's one sprint.
Coach, how do you guys build from this? You talked about going into the second half of the season, of the conference season strong. How do you guys build, take this and...
Yeah, they'll have tomorrow off because I have to give them a day of the week off. So tomorrow they'll catch up on their studies. But, the biggest thing is watch film again. We'll watch film on this game and see all the good things that we did. It's just a good reinforcement of the good things we did. We'll watch film on the things we still need to work on. Some of our turnovers I thought were a little unforced, so we'll look at that. And then we'll start working on Boise State. And it's still, your practice, you have to keep fundamental. You have to keep working on those little things, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Should we ask about Boise State now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
What about Boise State?
They have a blue field, and, just remembering our first game with them, and it seems so long ago, we just didn't play well. And they played extremely well. They out-rebounded us. I think they had something like 18 offensive rebounds. I think we had something close to like 23 or 25 turnovers. We didn't shoot particularly well. And Leinart, who's the league leading scorer right now, just knocked some threes down against us that, we have to be up in her face. We have to, and they're a good team. They are a very good team. But, that was a long time ago, and I think we're playing better since then.
What, if anything, are you going to try to do differently or try to emphasize for Boise State?
Biggest thing for them is cutting down on the turnovers and boxing out. We got to limit them to one shot. I like the way we pushed the ball down the floor today. So I know they like to run as well, but we might be able to secure that block and get some low post and get them in foul trouble, just go out there and play our best.
Do you feel like at home this is a way that you guys can go out and get?
We do. I mean, we think the second half of league we can really get some teams, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, we were so close there. Aside from the San Diego State game, they got us pretty good. But aside from that, we got to go out there and prepare every game and try to cut down on the things that we need to do better, like the offensive rebounding and turnovers, so we can go get teams like Boise State, who very good team.